What is going on, everybody? We're coming here today to talk a little NBA Finals Game 3 between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Indiana Pacers. I am JD from Line Movers. Got my main man Joe from Lay Off the Juice here with me. Man, what is going on?
Dude, it's going on, man. This playoff run has been pretty good to us. So got four bangers for today. Feeling real good.
Awesome. Love to hear it. Yes, things actually for myself, just actually overall, as far as sports betting, are going very well currently on one of those just really good runs. So these are always fun, and hopefully we can make it last as long as we possibly can here. uh, but yeah, man, just a little quick breakdown of Game Two. The Thunder, they did pretty much like we thought they were going to do. They came back and got that win. Did end up being pretty much a blowout win. You could bet the Thunder in any way. First half, full game, team total over. I personally went on the team total over, which was actually the sweatiest of actually all those plays. It was 119 and a half, and I believe they landed on 123. Um,
Yeah,
so it was close, but we got there.
it ca- it cashed. That's all that
It,
matters.
exactly, exactly. But
Uh,
Joe, do you have any thoughts there as actually far as game two?
Game two, it let me know that I guess SGA came back to reality. He scored less points and they won by a lot. Like
Yeah.
that's the crazy part. Game one, he had 38 points and a L, right? Game two, he scored 34 points and they blew him out by a lot. So historically, game threes, just all postseason, has been the spot where both coaches make drastic adjustments. So I'm not touching the side or total in this one. But well, not full game at least.
Gotcha.
Just hitting that something.
Well, yeah. Well, we can just go ahead and bring us right in that to game three, man. We're heading the Thunder are heading out on the road now. They're laying 5.5 points at the Pacers. Total has been bet up a little at this point to 228 and a half. I will say that total has been bumped up, and as far as some of the sharper books, as soon as the limits were actually raised, that is actually where that total got bet up first. So if you're into the sharp moves, that has kind of been your like main sharp move on this game so far. We are recording this Tuesday, so there is still a lot of time there. So as far as these lines, they can definitely move. I will say, start off with the Pacers or the Thunder laying 5.5 points here. Um, that is more. That is a bigger move than just your regular home court.
Yeah.
Um, so, are the do we think the books are just giving the Pacers just more like credit now? Like they're like, okay, maybe they are a little bit better than we thought, or are the books just trying to bait you in to take that Thunder line?
I think this is the definition of a trap game for either side. Like I don't think this is I think the value is all on the Thunder. So if you think about it, if you're looking at historical, just the three games that we've played, game one was 9.5, right? And everyone thought the value was on the Thunder. The Pacers won outright. Game two was 11.5. They caught me. I fell into that trap. They lost by 16. There was a lot of times in the fourth quarter where the Pacers were going on runs,
Yeah,
and then the Thunder were like, "Oh no, 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 no! We've seen this before. We're going on a run with you." The Pacers, what is that boy name? Jalen Williams post game interview. You guys know that's where I live and die. I love post game interviews. He actually said he was like, "Hey, this Pacers team is really good because they can go on a 12-0 run so fast." And then when I thought about it, I'm like, they have done that all postseason. So the value to me is on the Thunders with this line, but there's no way that I'm taking it because in theory, I have a futures ticket for 4-2. If they were going to win another game, it would be, game three. And then I think they get swept the rest of the way. So That's where I thought this would go before the series started.
Mhm.
So I don't really want to jump off that bandwagon now. But if you said gun to your head, pick a side, I would lay the 6 with OKC. So not really sure. Um, I'm pretty much torn, which is why I can't bet something, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
Um, yeah, for me, definitely not torn. Um, for me, I was coming into this game. Well, before the series started, you know, we'd actually talked about this, and I kind of had a plan. It depended how games went, but I kind of had a plan of how I was thinking that I was going to bet this series along the way. And I thought this was going to be a Pacer spot. I thought this was going to be the game where I was going to be big on the Pacers because I thought they were going to be down 0-2. Okay, well, they are not. The series is tied 1-1, and that makes this an entirely different game. I mean,
yeah,
an entirely different game. And that's where I think, just like you said, as far as value, it has to be on the actual like Thunder side here.
yeah,
At actually 5.5 points, like
that's nothing, dude.
it doesn't make like the line doesn't make sense. Um,
Like,
so a lot of people are going to see that, and well, you have two different ways to think about it. As far as the numbers, the way I view numbers, Thunder at 5.5, I actually have an edge there because I think it should be in like the 7 to actually like 8 range. So if you just go and based like that, then like Thunder or like a clear play, or you can look at it as okay, that number's wrong or something's fishy here. So I'm going to take the actual Pacers. To be very honest with you, what I would do is if I was going to bet the side, if you like the Thunder, lay the points. If you like the Pacers, play the money line. Don't even worry about points because if I think if it's a close game, then the Pacers are more than likely to actually win. Um,
yeah.
that's just the way that I would personally play this because at 5.5 points, I just don't see any actual value there with them. So
So when I dug into the line, the things that I saw, I love team scores, like team stats. I read those in connection with the box scores. The Pacers, guess what? Their largest lead this series, both games, was 3 points.
yeah,
Like they have not led OKC. And game one, the game they won outright, the only time they had the lead was literally when they won the game. The largest lead was 1 point that game, and their largest lead last game was 3 points, and that was in the very first quarter, I
yeah,
think. And then but if you look at OKC's largest lead, it was 15 points in game one and 23 in game two. So like OKC is clearly the better team, but it's all about adjustments and using your personnel to their strengths is what Carlisle is really, really, really good at. But I think this is a chess match between two very good franchises. I will go on the record to say, normally people have bashed the Pacers for not playing defense. That is not the case in game two. The Pacers focused more on defensive adjustments than they did offensive, right?
yeah,
And the reason why I know that is because looking at the team stats, they actually won points conceded off of turnovers. They won that 17 to 14. So not only did they still turned the ball over. One, they didn't have as many turnovers, and then when they did turn it over, they didn't give up that many points. They won that differential, but they still got blown out by 23. So they put too much eggs in the defense when that's not their identity. They're trying to play Thunderball. That does not work for you.
nope,
You need to play Pacers ball. That's what's got you here. You do that. Stick to your strengths. And I think they'll be a lot better. But Pacers at home, role players play better. The crowd's going to be behind them. So they do have an edge. But 5.5, that's free throws at the end of the game. That's not, you can cover that line easily, right? If it is close, OKC doesn't miss free throws. So you can easily get to 6.
and
Um,
that whole point that you were just making there, as far as the Pacers, uh, that that they need to get back to playing how they played, to play the way that
Pacer
actually
ball.
got them here. And as far as my best bet, that's going to have a lot to do with actually There's a great point as far as actually what I'm going to talk about during our best bets. Um, but I am going to save that till that point. Um, Man, for me, like I said, just the way I think, just the way I handicap, um, this would have to be a Thunder play. I'm actually not on it yet. There's a play that I like even more that actually like everybody's going to find out soon. But if I had to play a side, it would be the Thunder, and I might play the Thunder also, um, just as a little bit smaller play than my best bet. But like I said, it's just not a play that I'm on yet, so I hate to like give it out here. But that's going to be the only way that I can look at at this game, though.
Will you believe me if I told you that both teams, like the box score is so close, right? It's eerie, right? It's
Mhm.
really scary because both teams had 82 field goal attempts exactly, right? So that's like how do you get blown out by 16, but you both got the same amount of shots up? That lets me know that the Thunder were much more efficient. Okay. So when you look at points in the paint, they only lost that by 8. The Thunder had 42, the Pacers had 34. They're not known for points in the paint like that. They're really known for shooting, shooting the ball and doing what they have to do. Like fouls, they only fouled 5 more times, 25 to 20. When you look at assists, they won the assist battle again, 27 to 25. The rebounds, like they only lost the rebound battle by like 7, right? So it's like, but again, the field goal attempts, they actually won the turnover battle. So it's like when you look at those stats, like what is the real difference? The real difference is efficiency and scoring. You could say that free throws made a difference, but I mean, 19 for 26 versus 29 to 23, I mean 33. One team shot 88%, other team shot 73, but three-point percentage almost dead even, 35 to 38. Like whatever stat that you look at, it is extremely close and it does not justify 16 points. And it definitely doesn't justify cutting the spread by what? 6?
Yeah,
Like that does not make sense at all. So um yeah, man. Do you want me to start giving out a few props or
I was about to say, man, yeah, if you just want to go into props,
all right? My first prop, well, I'll say the best bet for later. We're gonna run back Andrew Nemhard over 3.5 rebounds, right? Right now you can get that at plus 100. This is basically about volume, right? The Pacers have been much more active on the boards. Nemhard has been a factor in that. Um,
sorry,
Nemhard,
did you say 3.5?
yes, it's 3.5 rebounds for plus 100.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah, I
looking at
played it
that.
last game and it hit. It was plus 110, and that was one of the ones that hit.
Yeah,
So he's on the court 30 minutes. Like just mere volume, the ball will bounce to you. If you're on the court 30 minutes, you'll get four balls that bounce to you randomly. Like you don't have to actively try to get that. So that was the first play that I liked. The
okay.
second play that I liked, we're gonna run back Obi Toppin, over 1.5 3 pointers. That is at plus 124. The juice is just it's not justifiable. He's had 5 or more 3-point attempts forever. Last game he shot 5, he only hit 1, but he's hit this line a lot. To say that I only need you to shoot 20% and you can give me plus 124, yeah, that's a play that I'll take every day of the week. The third play that I like is TJ McConnell to hit 1 3-pointer is plus 260.
Wow.
That does not make sense. That line is so far mispriced. It's insane. Now, TJ McConnell does not shoot threes that often. It is a very low volume, but we only need him to hit one. And guess what? Against OKC, he's done it. They've played 4 times. He's hit 1 3-pointer in 3 out of 4 games. So you're gonna give me plus 260. I have to take a stab at
I actually really like that one too.
that. And my last one, which is my best bet, is TJ McConnell over 6.5 points. So just listen to his point line. He's had 13, 8, 9, and 11. He's cleared this line so often. His minutes, it doesn't matter if they're 15 or 25. Like he's hitting 6.5. So I looked at the box scores. He's had five, at least five, in the first half of almost every game. I'm really not understanding why he's still priced this way, but guess what? I'm signing up for it. So if it's a trap, you got me. This is one of those, and that's at minus 118. This is one of those little to no juice that I will be all over.
I like that, man. I think I'm gonna have to just ride with you on actually all those props. As everybody knows, I'm like really not a big prop guy. But all of those just made when you were talking about those all made a lot of sense.
Dude, I put a lot of time in. I had a long list. I had 13, and these are the four that made it. So
Okay.
yeah, Alex Caruso under PRA was the next one on the list. Like if I had to take one from the Thunder to get that negative correlation, that was his PRA is at 15.5, right? Well,
Mhm.
last game he had 20 points. He does not shoot that many threes. I think he hit like three, it was somewhere between 3 and 5 3-pointers. He does not shoot like that. And then on the road and in away games, he's only cleared that line 2 times in the past. What was that? However many games they played this postseason. So his under PRA was what I was looking at. But then I was like, nah, because the Thunder may run away. Think about it. If the Thunder blow him out, he doesn't play. He doesn't come back into the game, right? But then like if it's a really close game and it goes to OT, he is on the court for OT. So I just crossed that one out and rolled with these four because it was more juicy as well. It was 122. So I cut that one out.
Well, guys, right before I get into my best bet, I have to do a little promo first. Guys, my this is a basketball show, so this is going to be a little random, but my tennis is on fire, guys. In the month of June so far, I am 17-4. And that's not with laying any big juice or anything like that. There's a mix of underdogs and totals and small favorites, and there's not just playing a bunch of minus, one like 60 lines or anything like that. So join us, guys. If you don't join us for anything else, I mean, like we cover everything. We got golf. What the U.S. Open starts actually Thursday. We got full golf plays. We got UFC. Like I said, we literally cover everything. But
WNBA.
yes, yep, literally everything, guys. There is a half off link right down below, so definitely grab that. Definitely join us, guys. My best bet. Um, you know, is when you look at both of the first two games, the scoring, the first half has been a lower scoring half. Then the second half of both these games have been a much higher. I mean, they've been much higher here. In game two, it was barely high enough to get that full game over. For those that actually bet that, I believe that just barely hit. Um, but that's where, and the first half, the Thunder have been coming out fine. They've been doing their like thing. The Thunder are a great first half team. Um, and actually, like as far as on the road, that is something that they take on the road too. Like actually, there's not just a home trend. They're just a good first half team. Well, the Pacers, that is why these first halves have been so low scoring. So these Pacers, we've talked about these Pacers quarters, how they always seem a quarter they just drop. We've talked about this for weeks now.
Yeah.
And well, and so far this series, it seems like it's just been the first half. Like it hadn't been the first quarter, the second quarter. It almost seems like it's been the first half. The home game here and all the points that actually Joe made about actually like role players that they're actually going to play better at home. And just because they've had such slow starts, I am expecting them to come out. I'm expecting them to push the pace again, to do what the Pacers do. Like I said, like Joe said, in game two, they kind of got away from that actually like a little bit. but they should do what actually got them here. And I am expecting that to be at actually home and actually game 3. So I'm expecting the Pacers to come out strong here. But I'm also expecting the Thunder to do what they do, and that's, if nothing else, is put up points.
Yeah.
And this Pacers defense, like I said, I'm not scared of them. So when you look at this total, the total full game total is at 228 and a half. The first half total, guys, is 112. It
A
is
huge overreaction.
it is low because of those first 2 games. And I think, yeah, like actually, like as far as an overreaction, I think it's a huge one. So I'm gonna be playing the first half over 112 here. I could see where it can clear this easily. I mean, it is a playoff game. You like never know what's gonna happen, but
But to make your point, to give you an extra emphasis, to put emphasis on how the Pacers have dropped the ball the last game in the first half, they had 41 points in the first half last game, right? Well, they had 33 and 35 at Q's 3 and 4.
yeah.
So there's like they almost in one quarter, right, put up as much as they did in the first half. So they clearly made an adjustment, and
So yeah, I'm expecting them to to come out and like put up points here. So yeah, guys, that is my best bet. That first half over. Joe is on McConnell over 6.5 points. Yeah, that line to me does seem mighty small.
it's a broken line, dude.
I was about to say you can definitely get over that in a bunch of different ways. That's one of those type of lines where you
It
cannot
looks like a trap.
you cannot try and you can like accidentally actually get like over that.
Exactly.
But yeah, to be honest, guys, out of all 3 games so far, I believe this is my favorite play that I've had yet. And I mean, like all the other plays have gone well, but this is, yeah, as far as the series as a whole so far, this is my favorite play. But yeah, as far as the Discord, also that is completely free. We're dropping winners in there. We have a bunch of guys dropping winners in there. They are hot currently. It is the place to like be. I can tell you that. The link to that is down below also. So I hope everybody joins us there. Joe, do you have anything else to add here?
Nope. Just let's do it.
I'm about to say, go ahead and take us out, man.
Like my boy DJ Khaled said, you either win with us or watch us win. Either way, let's fucking win, baby.
Let's fucking win, guys. Later.